Uh, Hey, yo.
Hey.
What?
Are y'all here? Anybody here?
Anybody here? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Can y'all hear us? Can you hear?
Can anybody? What it is.
Yeah.
Is anybody listening? Savage AF, you know what it is, y'all. I'm your boy Black Pedro.
What's going on? This is Shang, and we're back for another week of Savage AF, all up in your grill. Wanted to let y'all know, thank you guys. We got a few more followers and people that follow that are new. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you in the feed. Now, I see a bunch of new people. No, I don't see the new people. I see the regulars, and maybe there's one new person. But what's up, Nicole H, Breezy JJ, Wendy Edwards, Queen B in the building. Shake my moneymaker. I ain't shaking shit. Who you don't tell me to shake nothing, woman.
Yeah, no, we're good, y'all. We got it. Thank y'all for joining us. Okay, today we're a little bit later than we usually are. But either way, we are on Monday through Friday live right here on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Basically a global network. I don't know how many niggas are doing it like that, but whatever.
Right.
I don't keep track of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's like that new J. Cole shit. When you doing what you doing, then sometimes you just gotta do it to just show niggas how you do it, so that a nigga know that that's how you do it and that's how it get done. So that's how we.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of doing. That's a lot of doing.
We're applying pressure right here. You know what it is. Monday through Friday, YouTube, Facebook, same damn time. That's why you need to be on the YouTube page if you don't catch us live, because typically Monday and Friday we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But you see, today we're a little bit late. Shut your mouth. And then Tuesday through Thursday, we're typically on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if that doesn't happen, shut your mouth. What you need to do is log into the YouTube page, page, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah. What you need to do is, for the people that are new, you need to, it's kind of muffled here. You need to log into the new page, and this is what you need to do. That was pretty easy for you to get. I'm pretty sure you guys would get that. So make sure that you do that. And also check us out on the podcast version of the show, iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify. And we're going to change it up this week with SoundCloud. I think I want him to give me a hip-hop version instead of R&B. Let's go.
What? And then we're on the SoundCloud, the cloud to make sound. Always making sound, rating the fuck down. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Rah.
Rah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we
and that for those who don't even realize is what we call freestyle hip hop. Okay?
Yes.
That was a freestyle version of hip hop in which the MC or master of ceremonies is creating lyrics sort of on the fly, as they say in the hood, as they also say.
Bars.
As they also say.
Bars.
You know what it is, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Speaking of hip hop, which usually drops albums, I got one right here on my website, theblackpedro.com/shop, and you can pick up Black Pedro Begins, which is just sort of some of the early works. As we begin to archive our lives, this is how it begins. And then beyond that, you can be on the Amazon Primes. Both of them, all of them, and get you some of that Shangrys in your life. Shangry. Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. And for all the people that do go and watch the special, people have been watching it. It's slowly increasing. It's not decreasing, which is nice. Make sure that y'all do me a favor. Make sure if you do watch it, make sure you rate it and review it, because those ratings matter. Thank you so much for the people that have supported it so far. Also, I got to give a big shout out to Bakersfield, California last week. Fire all day at Bricks. We did a show at Bricks. Thank you so much. Also, the Comedy Chateau. This weekend, speaking of Comedy Chateau, but the Comedy Chateau this past Saturday. Fantastic. Shout out to the Laugh Factory, and also shout out to Ahmed at the Venice Comedy Compound all this week, last week. Thank everybody that came out. You were a fantastic crowd. Thank you. So, and speaking of the Comedy Chateau.
Speaking of the Chateau, here we go. I'll be there this Sunday, May 30th, 7 p.m. That's a brand new club here in the LA area. It's right there in North Hollywood, nestled just on the other side of the hill in the San Fernando Valley.
Yes.
And yeah, man, it's a beautiful space, beautiful club. They've got 3 different stages. And definitely looking my first time performing there. So if you're in the LA area, Sunday, May 30th, that's what it is, y'all. Comedy Chateau. I'm the black guy in the upper left corner.
Yes.
There you go.
So if you got confused, it wasn't the black guy that was
the
at
other
the
one.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't have my name. It was
that was
but so definitely looking forward to it. Gonna be a hot show, man. Funny old times at the Chateau. So let's get it in, y'all. Oh, speaking of getting it in, we do a show out here, don't we?
We're supposed to do a show.
You know what it is. Breezy JJ's Nicole H. I see you, Aquaman. She gonna call me Aquaman. Oh, Miss Adverb. Okay, she's slipping in right just before we started class. All right, put your ass away, girl. You don't have to shake it right now. You made it on time today.
You know what? We've changed. We're gonna change it up. You ain't gotta shake your ass no more if you're late, because you want us to shake our ass if we're late. We don't want you to get up on the pole anymore. We're gonna change it up. Okay.
What's the new routine? I mean, you can't just have people showing up willy-nilly whenever they wants to. Okay, Shane, you got to regulate. I mean, there's got to be something. You know what I mean? This is America, dog. There's punitive. There's ramifications and repercussions for your actions when you walk up in here late. So,
all right, fuck it then. But let's go back to it. Then let's go back to the poll.
Well, no. I mean, if you don't shake that ass, shake that cash. Do something. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some asses wiggling. I want to see some sweat. That was my Morris Day.
That was your Morris Day. So, no, you don't have to give us cash, but you could if you want to. That's up to you. Also, you can check out if you get a chance. Make sure before we jump into this, and make sure you follow at Black Pedro on the IG, and make sure you follow me at Comedian Shang on the IG. And if you do go to this the page, make sure you like it when you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. If you like the video, make sure you do it. And if you don't, you know what it is.
Yes. And then and also follow Savage AF Radio. You see it crawling at the bottom. Savage AF Radio on IG.
All right. Well, now we're gonna get into the show. It's gonna
Shawnee's in the building. Ronald Ewan. I see y'all, man. Today is the day that I was supposed to be born, guys. The doctor predicted that on May 24th, 1977. Upon you would lay such a king as myself. However, this curl takes time, y'all. So I waited a couple days, but it is my birthday week, y'all. It's May 24th, 2021.
Yes.
Shout out to the greatest basketball player of all time for his birthday, Joe Dumars. That's right.
No.
It's your birthday. Greatest basketball player of all time. We don't have time to talk about it, Shane. I'm just going to lay out information out there for y'all. Facts matter. Fuck your feelings. Joe Dumars, greatest basketball player of all time. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to any of the Geminis out there.
No.
I can't hear you, Shang. I'm sorry. I think your mic has gone out, man. That's crazy.
No.
I think you got muted, dog. I don't know what happened, bro.
I think
that's crazy.
LeBron James. Okay, I just want to throw that in there.
You broke up a little bit. All I heard was Ron claims.
Okay.
Ron claims what? I missed the last part. You know what? Let's talk about that tomorrow, Shane, because
I think you're wrong.
The fact that Joe Dumars is the greatest and today is his birthday are sort of indisputable things. Sorry.
Well, Archie Mom, aloha. Ron, Mr. Humphrey. I'm gonna say Mr. Humphrey.
Ronald Ewan. We see y'all, man. All right, so let's get started for today. It's a Monday, May 24th, 2021. We're getting through this year, whether they like it or not. We're going to end today with a Shangri. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
Yeah.
I think we know where that's going.
I'm trying to avoid having one of those a week, but they keep giving me the content. Sorry.
Hey, well, you know what? we'll get there, brother. And I'd love to hear what you got to say. Before we get into that, Black Pedro popping. I'm just going to officially declare today, later in the show, stick with me, y'all, that BLM, Black Lives Matter, is absolutely a terrorist organization. Hang on to your seats, folks. I'm going to take you on a wild ride. BLM is a terrorist organization. But before we get into that, we're going to do a crash course as we talk about the crypto market losing $1 trillion.
Wow.
In the past week. But before we get into that, you want some more of this? Okay. You want some more of this? Samoa has elected its first woman prime minister, and she's been locked out of parliament by her losing opponent. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, speaking of not wanting to give up things, I think y'all need to cough it up. Okay. There are new reports of the origins of the COVID-19 virus, and it's pointing back to this Wuhan lab. And I would just like to say that don't mean shit.
Not because a motherfucking thing.
Even if it leaked out of the lab, there's no evidence that it was intentionally weaponized and spread upon the earth. Like, okay, somebody fucked up at work. Maybe somebody fucked up at work, and the shit got out. The point was, it got out, and we needed to fix it, and we did. Or we needed to respond to it. We didn't, I'm talking as a nation, as a nation and a planet. We didn't have a, this sort of unified response. But the point to me is that, okay, it's here. Let's deal with it, and let's move on.
Well, no,
I'm not seeing evidence of.
No, I'm okay. Even if it came from Wuhan, and even if they try to say it's the China virus, it's the China. When he was doing that, when Trumpy Dumpty was doing that bullshit, and basically was veiled racism. Let's keep it real. The virus didn't give a fuck. Okay, the virus is like, what you really want to do with a virus? I mean, because the virus didn't care. The bottom line is the virus was not handled correctly here. It was not. It was called a hoax for a long time, which gave the virus some breathing room to say, okay, the motherfucker's gonna let us do our thing, and it did. And it was a lot of misinformation that was given by the government at the time, which was the Trump administration. Let's keep it real. Everybody here, let's keep it real.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This to me just sounds like another one of those, another push towards that narrative of they did it and blame them, and and listen, the Asian hate that we complained about, and in terms of, when I say we complained about, I mean coming from the Black community, there are complaints about the passing of an anti-Asian hate crime bill. But you got to understand, man, like some of this anti-Asian hate has come from Black people, like physically. Like I've seen it on video, like a Black dude just linebacker trucking a fucking 80-year-old old, Asian person. Like, I don't give a fuck about race. Like, damn, nigga, like you just gonna run up on an old person and bang the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's for me. I just like this language of, this thing originated in this lab. It gets us back to that space that we don't need to be in. That's
Pedro, I mean, I seen the videos of Black people absolutely fucking up Asian people. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's, I mean, old Asian dudes. I guess they think, well, he's a master, so there's no way that he can defeat him.
You think the Wu-Tang style can defeat me?
Right. And they do crazy shit. But the bottom line is, it was also another, I'm gonna use the word veiled twice in one show. All I'm saying is it was veiled racism. I get it. Even if it was from there, it was incompetence on the fucking part of our government. And the bottom line is you misdirected it so he could say something else racist. And that was like by blaming things on China, just like he said, he's a judge. He's a Mexican. He can't be a judge. He can't possibly have any kind of thought process that might be fair, because I don't have a thought process not fair. And the Republicans are a bunch of cunts, and they don't have a thought process not fair because they keep fucking bigging up the big lie. So I think that that's another big lie where we try to blame everything on where there was a portion of Americans that try to blame things on Asians or China or whatever else. Now, the violence towards Chinese and Vietnamese or just Asian in general, there has been that. But the reason I think a lot of people wrote with that, at least from the right, is because that's easy. It's easy.
That's their trope every time.
Yeah,
like, they love that language.
And they're a bunch of fucking they
like it again, Sam.
Yeah, easy bitch shit. And they do easy bitch shit, and that's the way they roll. They're easy little bitches. They're little bitches.
And I'm not even asserting that, you know, there have been these widespread attacks on Asians from Black people physically. Like, no, these have been a few isolated cases, but I hear the language, and as sentiments like these or, you know, stories like this grow, I think it can feed that. So, you know, I think we all just want to be careful, even if it did, the COVID-19 coronavirus did originate in the Wuhan lab, if it did leak out of there, you know, that we don't go around being like, see what Asians did or what China did, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that, bro. It's maybe some negligence at work. Yeah. Most likely the Chinese government was not upfront about all of this shit. Okay, fine.
Okay, and
that's not China. You know, that's not the people. That's not Japanese or Taiwanese or Thai or, you know, Burmese.
But
none of you know, it's not that.
But we got people in the feed saying, AJ Fitz said, I've seen videos of Asians beating on Blacks in salons. I got that video. Mm-hmm. That is true. I have seen.
We talked about that relationship.
Right, we talked about that. And also, Black Pedro, that guy was mental and homeless. Not to defend anyone, but some Asian be slick with their mouthpiece. Okay, wow. Slick with their mouthpiece. I don't know how that sounds.
I know. Hey, first of all, we know that Carolina Boss is an old school cat. You know what I'm saying? When he say slick with the mouthpiece, you know, that's
I see you with all that slick talk.
That's that black. He came straight out the blaxploitation movie era right there, where he's just like, hey, watch all that slick mouth back talk.
Yeah, okay,
honky tonk.
And DeRosa,
Shawnee. That's Shawnee from Bermuda.
No, yeah. What? Wait, listen, girl. Declaring my life matters does not make me a terrorist. Not at all.
No.
All right, that's but you gotta wait until you hear it. But it wasn't the Wu-Tang lab, because the Wu-Tang Wu-Tang lab is nothing to fuck with. That's just
it's really not.
I'm putting it out there.
The shit that comes out. No, the shit that comes out of there is killer.
Yeah,
bees, most specifically, killer bees come out of that lab, and we all about that. Seen them live quite a few times.
Right.
If you get a chance, get it in your life, y'all. But all right, so let's push to the next story. But keep in mind that, you know, like you said, Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. I don't think Wuhan is either. Like, no matter where the COVID-19 virus originated, that's in the past at this point. And we can do it for science sake, but as people, as citizens of the earth, we need to just be reacting to the real time shit. Like, okay,
right.
Mask, distance, vaccinate. That, you know, but hey, what do I know? I don't know shit. Savage AF, you know, it's your boy Black Pedro. Shang in the building. Fuck right, your feelings. Facts matter.
And also wanted to say to the people here on the feed that we're not saying we're stating what they're stating, but we're not saying that that's necessarily our stance. The stance was they're trying to put that in the media, so it looks like, well, it was the Asians' fault.
It was China.
It was
the
China's
whole time.
fault.
See, your boy was right.
Right. And there's people that are going to condone that kind of thought process. But we're saying that's dumb process to think that so the fuck what? Okay. you know, the bottom line is if I kicked a rock down a big snow hill and it turned into an avalanche, it's too late for that shit. It's too late. It's too late to worry about that shit. It's still here. It's here. And for the people that haven't been vaccinated, they're going to still be out there. And the people that have been vaccinated, hopefully it'll stick and we'll get through this shit. How about that? How about we get through the shit?
And just remember, descendants of Europeans, that when you arrived on this great nation's lands, you were the Eurovirus. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, you brought all kind of disease and filth, flarn filth over to this side of the earth. And, you know, it didn't work out for a lot of indigenous peoples.
Right. And if you think about it, there's a lot of things that was brought here by Europeans. And one is horrible smile technique. I
mean, that guy in the middle is just creeped out.
He looks like I
just ate 3 babies. Ha!
He looks like a baby eater out of anybody. Wow. But I'm just letting you know, that's what it is. Savage AF, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to throw it anyway. Bam. Oh yeah.
Bam,
make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you follow us. And we're going to be doing a lot more live shows. When you see us come out, definitely go check out Black Pedro. He's going to be the 30th, killing it, North Hollywood.
This coming Sunday.
This Sunday. Make sure you check him out. If you're in NoHo, and we will be doing more shows. So I say we go to the next topic, but I still really believe that there's people that just don't get it. And
well, speaking of that, you know, when you get your first as a nation, the nation of Samoa. Okay, brother.
What you
when you the nation of Samoa, often known for, you know, these, you know, the big brooding warrior type of.
What did you say, brother? What did you say, brother?
Not the motherfuckers you want to be wrestling with,
right? By the way, the picture I just showed you of that Samoan cat, ready? 7'2", 640 pounds,
and he's the runt of his litter.
And
they call him Little Bam.
That's what you say, brother? Black what, Pedro? But Samoa has other beautiful traits. Bam. Samoa could get it all day. But well,
okay, so speaking of getting it, they made progress. They've elected their attempting to make progress, elected their first woman to the position of prime minister. And pardon me if I butcher this name, but my Samoan tongue is not trained or learned. But Fiame Naomi Mataafa is her name, and she has been, as you know, subsequent to her election, has been locked out of Parliament by the previous prime minister, who refuses to give up his seat where he was for the past 22 years. I'm gonna try and say his name. You know what? I might not even try and say this. It's like Twilaipa Salele.
That was it.
Malegawai.
Brother. Let me tell you, brother.
Shit.
That was it, brother. You did a good job.
No, I don't know.
That was pretty.
Anyways, we're just gonna call him Dickhead because and this seems to be globally representative of this, you know, male forward kind of sexist movement.
Well, no, I think it's an old dude that don't realize reality has changed, and I just think that's it.
Yeah, Miss Adverb says his name is sexist. I said, yeah, we just reduce it on down to that. That's what it translates to roughly in Samoan, or as Nicole H, another translation, that old prime minister dude.
Right.
That him?
Yeah, that's him.
No, he definitely looks like, he doesn't even look like Jabba the Hutt. He looks like from Spaceballs. He looks like Pizza the Hutt.
Yeah,
he looks like Pizza the Hutt. And those were chili peppers around his neck.
And by the way, she won.
That's 64-year-old woman. Look, she looked like she get out on the dance floor. Speaking of dance floor, man, I one time was at a club and these three Samoan women came in, took over the whole club. I mean, spatially, like just some of the curviest, most grandiose women I've seen in my life. But I wanted to climb them trees that night. I just didn't have
Well,
enough ladder rungs to get up there, man. But
well,
goddamn,
I've been to Hawaii, and people thought I was Samoan because I look like I might be, and I'm not at all. I'm from a different island, and the bottom line is, I think that's chauvinism. Period. That's just the way it is, and it's not a. I don't think it's even a. It's just ingrained in an old dude. It's old dude chauvinism.
And look, Alexis agrees. He definitely looks like dude from Spaceballs. So Pizza the Hut, we'll just go with that. Yeah. So that's what it is, y'all. Savage AF. Listen, I've been saying to ladies, you need to run the world. I have a joke about it on stage. It's your time. But it's going to be difficult to overthrow these dudes with power. And typically it's some white dude. But hey, it might even be people that look like you. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, I think we're seeing that where even within a sort of almost, homogenous, almost 100% homogenous culture, that there is this now chauvinism that comes to the forefront above racism. And there's always some ism, a systematic construct built to keep somebody down. And in Samoa, we're seeing that. But I'm just going to say in general, I don't think Samoan ladies are the ones you want to be trying to lock out rooms. I mean, them sisters can tear shit down. Like, get at it, girl. Well, knock down them doors, break the glass ceilings.
And I'm sure that, one, her big brother said, "Oh, you're gonna let us in?" Oh, I don't know what that means, but I think that they're gonna have to let her. It's just it won't stand. He can bitch and moan and say, because that's how they sound in the Star Wars bar scene. Because this motherfucker, why does he look like he's melting? He looks like he's melting.
I think he is.
And she looks vibrant as hell.
Mm-hmm. It's like when I can see her neck, but I can't see yours. It's time for you to get out of office, dog. Like he just look, that's just head and shoulders.
Yeah.
And I don't want to elect Shampoo as my fucking prime minister. You know what I'm saying?
And he's
ain't not a nan neck in between his chin.
He wants to give Pedro the finger, but he's just
like this motherfucker.
Fuck it, this motherfucker. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
That's more like Filipino.
That's Filipino. I don't know what I was doing. I got that's racist because I got them mixed up for a second. But no, I'm thinking that they're gonna eventually have to let her in. She won. That is it. Old melty face candle has to leave. There's no way. Yeah, he's not gonna fucking stay in. But it does tell you about how worldwide chauvinism still exists. And we talk about it in America. Imagine in other fucking cultures. It's way worse, ladies. So what you ladies need to do is shut the fuck up. No, I don't mean that.
Hey.
But in America, women, it's not even close. It's not even fucking close. It's not even close. Yeah.
Pamela Knox, welcome to the building, and even she knows the routine. She knows she's a little late. She needs to get on that pole. Go ahead, girl. Let it work itself out, ladies. Use it as motivation to get right. Savage AF, we're here Monday through Friday, simultaneously live on YouTube and Facebook.
Wow.
Pedro, comedian Shang.
Lady Hazel May said, "Yeah, I'm not fighting a Samoan woman, but they like the N-word when you're not around. Trust me, my ex's sister are bitches." Wow. Okay, now we get
Okay.
Okay.
So Lady Hazel May has dipped her toe in the Samoa and came up with a different flavor than some of us have. Man, listen, especially around LA, you hear like Mexicans, Filipinos, like it's nigga is just a hood word now.
It's just
a bunch of motherfuckers throw around
that they co-opt from hip hop.
Yeah,
and you see little white boys. Yo, my nigga told me this and my nigga told me that, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Like, Chase, could you bring your nigga over here so we could talk to that nigga?
Exactly. Settle down, Chase. It's gonna be.
But sorry, Lady Hazel May, if you face those things, but yeah. They seem like they'd be tough to throw hands with. Kind of a group of Samoans. It's like, what you call me? Okay, I'm gonna remember that. I'll see y'all next week.
What? But there's a misconception. Like I showed that picture. Samoans are there's some big biggins, and there's some that are just flat out gorgeous.
They're like the niggas of Hawaii.
Yeah, but they're
If
absolutely
Hawaii had niggas.
But they're flawless.
And they're not from Hawaii.
This woman is Samoan, and she could get it from every angle of the island.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Go ahead, Shane. Go get it.
Come on, Pedro. Tell me. Come
on. No. The absolute. Hey, bro, listen. I'm not fighting that at all.
And this woman in her 60s is beautiful.
Yes. Mataafa is her last name, at least.
Yeah.
That seems to be the best part I can get together. But come on, Samoa, get it together. Let the woman in. Let her in so she can run your country because the people voted for her, and that's called democracy, guys.
Well, no. Well, you know what? I think that you're wrong, Pedro. I think that you know what? I think you're wrong. You know why? Because I'm telling you, this guy, you might have a point. He's like, listen, all right, look at this.
He's like, look at my shirt. Okay, it causes seizures. My shirt causes seizures. I will hypnotize you with my shirt.
None of y'all could come in here, brother. I mean, he might have a point, man, just because he likes to wear that shirt, and he knows if he's not the prime minister anymore, he can't afford a shirt like that. So, yeah.
And you know, people seem to agree that Samoans are people of color, and you know, probably have. Well, all people have African origins, but you know, can definitely agree with us right here that you know they've been through some shit too. Everybody been colonized after this motherfucker. So
right,
yeah, that's what it is, y'all. Savage AF. You want to move on to this next one, man?
Yeah. Well,
this one hurts. This one actually, I feel it in my heart. And when I say my heart, I mean the app that I use to track my cryptocurrency. I think this week, anybody who has money in crypto has gone through what we would call a crash course, in which we have seen the crypto market crash severely as a result of, you know, commentary from Elon Musk to actions by the Chinese government. But all of these have pointed to for me personally, a 50% reduction in my total crypto account. So no matter how much no matter how much money you might have had out there, just understand I lost half my shit, and I wasn't married to nobody.
All right.
And somebody came and took half my shit. Elon Musk. I ain't know he was married, nigga, but give me half.
You know what?
Money back.
It was a combination what Elon Musk did. It wasn't just that. It was also saying pertaining to the environment. It was a combination of the warning of that, and it was a combination of him not letting it being like not you couldn't use crypto as currency.
He had announced it as a method of payment for Bitcoin, but it's not all just Elon. It's not that.
It's a combination.
He's one man. He's powerful, but it's not all that. Like the Chinese government had is having some crypto crackdowns themselves,
right?
But at the same time, you have like some of the major iBanks that are going all the way down on this. I believe to ultimately corner the market themselves. But Lord, if anybody's out there doing it, yeah, Pamela Knox knows what I'm saying. She said the crypto crash was vomit inducing. But she bought the dip though, and that would be my advice: is that if you got a little something while it's down, keep throwing it at it because it probably is going to go back up. Who knows which one? I
can tell you which one.
Oh well, okay. Shang Financial Crypto Advisor.
Well, you know what? I did some research.
For the week.
I did some research. I'd say douche would be the one that is going to.
That's literally not a coin.
It's called douche. Yeah, it's douche. It's you don't know the name of it. It's the douche.
I think you mean Doge.
That douche coin. That fucking. Hey, don't be a smart wise ass. You know what the fuck I meant. The douche coin, I think, is going to be the one, and I'm going to go with the Jim Jones crypto. Okay, but after using $1 trillion, I'm going to go hell no crypto. Hell no, crypto, because that was a fucking huge hit that the people took with the whole bunch of the money going half gone, bada boom, bada bing, bam, boom, down.
And that's not, maybe that's just me losing half my value there, but in general, the crypto market went from a $2.5 trillion valuation down $1 trillion. So now it's at 1.5, you would say.
Well, it went to
$35.75. But Prince of Crenshaw is in there by the dip. That in general is, I mean, these are the things that some of the world's greatest investors have ever done is buy dips on certain markets, certain commodities, stocks, options, things like that. When they're down, you get them cheaper. Over time they're going to come back up, and that's the come up.
Well, yeah,
I think that globally, maybe Bitcoin does not survive as the number one all time, the whole time, but that's part of the game. But should you find the right one, because just about everything was down, this past week, buying it cheaper and then selling it higher is the game. And it's gonna rise, guys. It's gonna rise back.
Well, I know Pedro hopes it's gonna rise, but I think
no. This is what the rich bitches do, is they try and start, because there are a lot of little people in on this, right? And stuff like this starts to drop the way it did so drastically over the past week, and people panic and they get out and they're like, well, let me get my money out now before my wife puts me on the couch and then she ain't gonna want to fuck me because I can't buy my kids the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
But I'm telling you, and when I'll keep hearing the Little John, get low, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are putting a bunch of investments in crypto, and because of this dip, if you lose 50%, but if you put a chunk in there, you lost a grip, and I just feel like that's making me apprehensive. I'm going with the safe bets.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though, is like my philosophy, at least, and it's not one I'm created, but the one I've ascribed to, is that the money you're investing shouldn't be the money that you're living on. So, I sit here daily and they're like, oh, don't look at it daily, just put it away. But I like to watch it daily just to see how it moves. Like, this is my first year of investment ever. So I just like to watch how it moves, but I have no intention of selling off anything because something dipped or down. I'm just going to see how it does over time, just to watch it go, because I'm not living off that money anyways. I put that money in either the market or crypto because I could afford to, and I didn't need it to survive or pay rent or any of my other utilities. So the losses that I have aren't losses that...
They're not losses from your core.
It's not losses. They're not like operating losses, I guess.
Put it this way, everybody that's listening, that's on the feed, and we see a good amount of people commenting. The bottom line is this: if you spent that money, it shouldn't be. If you did lose, now you're sucking dick in an alleyway with a hobo. It shouldn't be at that point. But crypto, hopefully, will have a comeback. I don't know which one's in the lead. Got to go with Bitcoin, but I'm just letting you know right now, it shouldn't be that. Just like if you invest, it should be money that you put to the side for other things. It shouldn't be that. But that hit from Bitcoin, when you put a T behind something, Pedro, that's a motherfucker right there. Yeah,
man, it's a mother, that capital T. Y'all out here talking about billions, and we on them capital T's in this point. I see Miss Avherb, Sergeant at Arms, always patrolling the feed to make sure motherfuckers are acting right. We appreciate that. Pamela Knox says it's so hard to watch and not pull out. But baby, like porn, just stay to the end. It's literally worth it. There's a story. I knew that was coming. There's a story. They stay together in the end, and most people don't realize that. Things always come together, y'all.
It was so obvious once that was said. It's hard to pull out that
What else was I gonna do with that?
Listen, people, that's life.
Was I gonna do a dentistry joke? Like,
yeah,
what, your molar?
yeah,
It's hard to pull out, but
yeah.
no,
But I mean, but $1 trillion, that's a lot, Pedro. $1 trillion. Yeah, I don't trust the shit no more. But Savage AF, this is what it is. We'll move on to the next one.
Nigga, hold on. First of all, hold on. First of all,
risky.
I don't know how we got here, Pamela Knox, because I've been on your side the whole show. But then you just gonna bring up my shorts? Because first of all, they weren't shorts. They are Olympic certified aqua racing.
No
gear.
No, they're not.
Did niggas know what Aqua Dynamics is? And that's not even a good sentence, but fuck it. Do niggas know what Aqua Dynamics is?
Listen, Pedro.
It's like air, water, nigga.
Hey, don't get so
like moving
offended.
through the water like air, but it's water, so you can't breathe it.
It's just that it makes you have camel nuts, and when you wear stuff like that.
Some ladies like that.
And what it does is it makes the water go that way because they're splashing off your nuts. And that's why people are still a little shell-shocked from the image. I mean, we'll get through it, though. We'll get through it. And the people that are in the feeds that still want to go on Pedro about it, look, the ladies love them.
First of all, Miss Adverb, you know what ladies also don't like? You talking about no ladies like that. Obviously, ladies don't like paying their goddamn childimony or whatever you call whatever's going on here. Child supports. Okay? So make sure you get on this because this baby ain't going to feed itself.
Exactly.
That's going to be me. Yeah. So stop being a scary little kitty and come on, give me my money worrying about what ladies like. Okay? I'm out here on my own. Sorry, guys. That was a bit of a distraction.
We apologize for the personal interaction that happened between Miss Adverb and Black Pedro here on Savage AF. Apparently, they got some issues, and I'm sure they'll settle it in court some way or in these streets.
Either way.
Hands. Merry Christmas.
You know what it is, y'all. Keep that money in the market, guys. You weren't supposed to be spending it anyways, right? It's supposed to be working for you. Let it work. Let it do what it do.
But trust and believe. Trust and believe. When Pedro saw that, he's like, really, nigga, this is what's happening. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's not like a roller coaster where on the dip you're like, wee. It's not fun on the way down. But it is fun to watch it go back up, and we'll see what it do, y'all. Savage AF, Black Pedro, comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. As we move through the show, we're going to do it a little something like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Peekaboo. I see you guys. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Oh, man. So, it has been admittedly frustrating to hear these oppositional arguments when we start talking about the insurrectionists, or as I like to call them, the cracker monkeys that scaled the walls like zombie orcs on January 6, 2021, with the sole purpose of interrupting the certification of the 2020 vote that would certify Joseph Robinette Biden as president of the United States. Often the oppositional argument is that, well, what about the violence over the summer in 2020 from BLM and Antifa? So let's forget about Antifa because I don't think that side, the right, is even ready to acknowledge that Antifa means anti-fascist. That's what it's short for. So we should all be anti-fascist. Like, if you're in a democracy, like, okay, so let's forget about that. But the whole BLM thing, this idea that Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, it's a, what do they call it? It's a gaslighting issue. It's a gaslighting statement for me personally, definitely, and I think for a lot of us. where you hear people say shit like that and you want to become a terrorist, I would like to throw a frozen bottle of soda pop at their forehead and just see what it do. But in thinking about it, like, how could they say that? How could they say that? How could they say that BLM, Black Lives Matter, is a terrorist organization? And then I thought about one thing, perspective, right? And you could be doing the right thing and be a terrorist. And that's when it dawned on me that, oh, you know what? Nelson Mandela was a terrorist to the apartheid state. You know what I'm saying?
America.
George Washington and them were terrorists to the English crown, right? To the British crown. So in that sense, I had to actually come to the conclusion, admit that, you know what? Black Lives Matter as an organization is a terrorist organization against this white supremacist construct that runs America through the legislative, judicial, executive, and law enforcement branches of our government, right? That we see it every day in our lives, that we have seen it historically in our ancestors' lives, and that we are fighting against it for the future of our descendants, right? But the reality is, oh, and Queen Bee points out something too, that colonists were terrorists, absolutely, from a native perspective, absolutely, and wherever they landed, here in America, Africa, the Caribbean, wherever they landed, Europeans did, they were the terrorists for sure. So for all those people out there, those people, air quotes being used, out there who want to suggest and purport that Black Lives Matter is this terrorist organization, I'm going to go ahead and give you that, guys. Go ahead. You are right.
Well,
Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization against your white cracker bullshit.
Okay.
All day. I will terrorize against that all day.
Well,
I hope they continue to for as long as it exists. Terror on, Black Lives Matter. Terror on. That's my Black Pedro popping for today.
Welcome to the terror.
Welcome to the dome. Welcome to the terror dome. How my hair is grown.
Yeah, but listen, I agree with you. I think that what my perspective on BLM was more that, and don't get me wrong, Black lives do matter, but my perspective was Black lives, the organization and the website and the language on the website made me feel like there are some people that are in Black Lives Matter that are opportunists, because they've raised millions and millions of dollars, and they actually three of them have been caught for fraud, pertaining to the fact they're redecorating their house with the money and doing all kind of other shit and not putting it toward the cause. So it does make me apprehensive. Also, it is based off of the founders, and this is not against all gay people. This is just these women are happen to be gay, but the wording in the website, if you go read the website, it is incredibly biased. I know it is incredibly biased, and it is incredibly slanted pertaining to men. And because I'm gonna let you know, Kevin Samuels called me up and told me to talk about this today.
He said, "BLM, you a 6 at best."
Okay, BLM. What do you bring?
Overweight,
right? What do you bring to the table? How tall are you?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
Because the NAACP over here got suits and offices.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing. People want to complain about the BLM got offices and bought furniture. Nigga, what you think the NAACP got? You think them niggas working out of cots at this point? Out of the goddamn back of a fucking Subaru? No.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, they've been went corporate, the NAACP.
Yeah. It's like, it's not like they're saying, like, my desk is back in the Stop and Shop. Right. Like, no, but
meet us at the Hook and Chuck. It's like, no, nigga, they got offices.
But the bottom line
got chapters.
My apprehension initially, but the bottom line is, if they do what they're supposed to do, it is a great organization. And you're saying that Black Lives Matter being a terrorist, I mean, everybody can be a terrorist. You could be a terrorist to your ex, even if you're in a relationship with that person. You could be terrorizing them from moving forward and having a better life with a better nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit.
My ex just kept me from happiness.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So terrorized my
so you know
joy.
what she was? She was a terrorist.
She was the joy terrorist.
If you have a man or woman that doesn't want you to reach for your dream or your star, guess what? She is terrorizing you. She is mentally terrorizing you. He is mentally terrorizing you. So that's what terrorist is.
I was reaching for the star.
Yeah. So, and for the people, I see some people in the feed. I'm gonna leave you alone because I know.
That's what Sergeant at Arms is here.
Okay,
for.
yeah.
Miss Adverb is going in. It's all good. The rest of the feed goes in.
Miss Adverb.
We got real things to talk about.
Please. It's hard for me not to say something, but I'm gonna keep it moving. I agree, Pedro, that they are terrorists, but the thing is, the people that are in power are actually having that label stick. And that's the scary part, not the part about the mismanagement of finances, because that still bothers me. I don't give a fuck. That still bothers me.
I don't even know that they have mismanaged.
There's three. That has been the case, but the core of it is a good. You're gonna have fuck ups in organization. You're gonna have opportunists. You're gonna have black people that are opportunists, and I get that. But what I'm saying is that's not what scares me. What scares me about BLM is the right have absolutely tagged that to them, and the negative way, in the way that some people will see it as, well, they're the ones that were breaking the windows and raping the kids and stealing the cars and fucking our women. And, it's not at all. And it's sticking because it's been said so many times pertaining to BLM. That's the part that fucks my head up. And I will fight with BLM for BLM because of that, because these motherfuckers have painted them as like the idea of what we think terrorists are, even though there's other ways you could look at terrorism. They're painting it like they're burning down churches and they're kicking white babies down steps. That's which way that, like, some guy in rural fucking Wisconsin is probably like, I told you those BLM, Black Lives Matter. We know what it's about. We know what it's about. It's about taking our freedom. So, and it's working.
Freedom. Carolina Boss, I hope you're being sarcastic when you say Planned Parenthood are terrorists. But hey, to some people, they are, fetus terrorists out here. You know what I mean? Just, doing the devil's work inside the womb.
Well, I'm gonna let you know we're going to talk about it this week, because right now we've talked about it before. The Supreme Court, and not only the Supreme Court, the right-leaning Supreme Court is absolutely about to come, and you know what I said? They ain't gonna rent your womb. They're gonna reconfiscate your womb.
They refurbish this shit.
Yeah, because they are really, really going hard after Roe versus Wade, and Roe versus Wade get turned over. Guess what? Abortions are going to be hard as fuck to get, if at all. So
whether you need it medically to save your own life,
right? And there's certain parts of Texas where it doesn't matter if it's 6 weeks in and you might not even know you're pregnant, and they still said it's against the law. So I'm gonna let you know right now. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit going on. So, and that's terrorism too, because to not give a woman the choice to do what she want to do with her body and her existence, is you're terrorizing her. So fuck all of those people that think like that. I mean, I wrote a joke about it. You say that you all about saving life, but you blow up the abortion clinic trying to save a life, but there's a bunch of motherfuckers in the abortion clinic. You're missing the point, you stupid bitches.
You know what it is. And I think Miss Adverb is volunteering to learn how to perform abortion. So go see her. Wow. If we get to that point, y'all. What movie was that? Dirty Dance? No, not Dirty Dance. One of them. Where something. More 80s movies for y'all. Savage AF, y'all.
All right,
Shane,
we're
you ready to take us up out of here, bro?
Yeah, but we got to take it out of here. But we about to get up out of here because we got a little bit. I want to say in the feed, yes, we got a particular creepy motherfucker that I couldn't let it go. There's a creepy motherfucker that is schizophrenic and changed his name. Apparently, he is from the Book of Saul, and he just will not stop changing his personality, his handle. And I just want to say, man, pick a fucking personality, bitch. Be one or the other.
And then,
okay.
And then improve that personality.
And improve that personality.
All of them are shitty right now.
Okay, because
they're all pretty shitty. But start with one and then make it better.
And I didn't specify who I'm talking to, but I think you know who I'm talking to. Now, my Savage AF.
Should I get him?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Yeah. I think Miss Adverb has identified the root problem.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
His mama don't love him. That's all.
Yeah. Right. And that means something's up. But my Shangry today is based on something I just saw. I saw the longer tape of. I'm just gonna say a murder. Well, here we go again. And I want you to jump in on this one. Because I'm going to say something, but then I need you to jump in. I say, this is, if you don't know what, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. I don't know if you guys know what that is from, but I don't know if you've ever heard of a little group called NWA. By the way, that's me in the front when I was younger. I don't know if you can see the dude in the front. That's me clean shaven. Okay, that's not me.
Yellow Shang.
Yellow Shang. But niggas with attitudes, I'm going to say why. The police have shown me, again, why I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I no longer will ever, ever, ever give them the benefit of the doubt after the shit I saw pertaining to Ronald Green. The man was begging for his life. The man was begging, saying, I'm your brother. Please, please, please. And these fucking cops, these dirty, fucking evil, racist, bigoted, cunt cops continue to show us that they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, and we still keep giving them the benefit of the doubt. They don't get persecuted the way they persecute us. I am tired of it, and that's why I say fuck the police. And if I swear to God, I'm at a point now where I really, really try to think, okay, but when you see some of the shit they do, and there's a reason people are walking around, say defund the police, defund them. I can't breathe. I still can't breathe. Defund, because why should I keep giving you millions of dollars so you can buy military tactical equipment to fuck us over? I mean, goddamn mimes can't even go down the street without getting, you know. And when a motherfucker ain't said shit to you, ain't did shit to you, and you just gonna beat him, that's what's happening right now.
But in the dick, he went Billy Club to the dick, dude.
When you hit a mime, and when you hit a mime in the dick, and all he's trying to do is get out of a box. That's all he's trying to do. And you beat him, and when you see it again, I want to go back to what Pedro said pertaining to BLM. It's all perspective. Now, if you see this video, this is Black Lives Matter, and this is a situation, and you look at this situation, you would think, oh, well, they're attacking the police. But in actuality, there were people that were being attacked by the police, and people jumped in to stop them from bludgeoning a little girl who happened to be 8 years old. This is two instances where the police.
That video wasn't that, though.
No.
Just to make sure. Okay.
No, that
I just wanted to be clear for that. Yeah.
No, the reason that they jumped in because the cop was trying to swing at the father and hit the girl, but hit her again. And also, there's another video where the guy has his daughter on his shoulders and they pepper spray the father and the daughter. So there's a point where you got to say, fuck the police. There's got to be a point where you got to say, we need to defund the police. We need to retrain the police. The police need to be retrained, and they are not doing what they're supposed to do. And that is why so many people want to defund the police. It's not just, oh, I just hate cops. No cops are good. It's just that the good cops have not consistently policed the bad cops. And until they do that, I can't do that. So I'm going to say in closing, the bottom line is, okay, I know what mime is, but I don't know what yours is. But this is getting out of fucking hand. And I want to say the video, if you get a chance, it's something that's incredibly disturbing. If you have any kind of empathy or humanity, there's a video that I saw on CNN. I believe it was on CNN of this man being absolutely treated like a fucking animal.
Yeah. Like
dragging him by his legs while he was in shackles. So I know you white people say, wait a minute, what about black people killing black people? I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't want to hear that shit. What about black on black crime? What about white on white crime? What about white on white when in Vegas, some guy decides that I don't like country music and shoots from a fucking hotel room and kills tons of people in Vegas? That really fucking happened. So,
man, there were 12 mass shootings over the weekend. We didn't even get into that because I didn't get to read about it all. But when we talk about the cops and the way they patrol us, and then you see these mass shooting, it's like maybe you guys should be on some more, almost like Minority Report, that pre-crime shit. Like
pre-crime.
It's a bunch of crazy ass dudes out here that are just pre-criming the fuck out of their lives right now.
Right.
And maybe you should go find them instead of looking for the kid that grabbed blunts or some dude that was in the park with a BB gun,
or somebody selling cigarettes, or
just
like
nigga outside in the garage. You know what I mean? Like, instead of black man outside, maybe you should go look for white guy inside in the basement with fertilizer and corn cobs and goddamn potatoes or whatever else you use to make bombs. I don't know, but
okay, put it this way: look for the person that has this poster in their room. If they have this poster in their room, very good chance. And you wonder why black people look at you like, what the
only thing that was missing, honestly, if you go back to that, only thing that is missing is either a hot dog or a hamburger.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's all that's missing.
But Savage AF, you understand what I'm saying when I say fuck the police. And when I say defund the police, I really am starting to believe in that. I feel like they need retraining or something to happen where they are accountable, because if we don't have a filibuster and get the George Floyd law passed, they are going to still be able to run amok and drag motherfuckers down the street and tase people and say it was a gun and shoot 12-year-olds and say, well, he looked like a grown man, and on and on and on and on. And until you show me a whole bunch of videos of white people being beat up, accosted, treated unfairly, I want to see a white lieutenant like they did that lieutenant from the army treated that way. I want to see a white one treated that way. Until you show me 15, 16 of those, you need to shut the fuck up and suck a donkey's dick.
Yes. And Nicole H, you're right. That hot dog or hamburger that was missing from that picture would not have been vegan. America. Fuck yeah.
A lot of good ideas. I agree with you. Take the pension away and they'll start acting right. I agree with you.
Prince of Crenshaw, we hear you.
I agree with you. But and I see people missing. Some people miss the point. Some people do get the point. Willie Lynch turned blacks against blacks. Whites are in fear because they feel like they're being outbreeded. And Jane Elliott said that by 2028, I think it is, the population is going to be a little bit more even. It's not going to be 50-50, but it'll be close. So, that disturbs them. Instead of just winning on the merits of their own fucking abilities, they're afraid to do that. That's why they're doing voter registration, where they're trying to limit voting and all that other shit. That's why that's happening right now. They're afraid to win up and up. So they feel like we got to cheat already.
Pamela Knox says, and qualified immunity. There's so many ways we could turn these tables right, y'all. You know what it is. In so many ways we could talk about it. That's why we keep coming back Monday through Friday for you guys. Friday. All the way live, y'all. Archeo Mom and Pam Knox said the same thing, and qualified immunity. So we appreciate both of y'all. Archeo Mom, don't think I was going to let you get out of this show without identifying that you when you said fuck the police coming straight from the underground, she was like PE. And we appreciate that. It was in the it feels like Public Enemy, but that was actually
it was yeah, I know.
It's okay though, girl.
No, but okay. It does sound like that. It does sound like a Chuck D. It sounds like a Chuck D.
Keep coming back for now.
But in actuality, it is actually Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, written by Ice Cube. Beats.
Eazy-E's missing from that picture.
Eazy is missing from the picture, but I'm just telling you, it was NWA. For the people that don't know, it really was NWA, because I saw on the feed, it really wasn't Public Enemy.
Oh yeah, no, we know what it is.
Right.
All right, y'all. So we'll be back here tomorrow, and I promise it will be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna get it.
Well.
I'm promising. This is Black Pedro, and I'm running for Savage AF co-host.
And if my Bitcoin doesn't drop any further, I'll be around.
If I don't jump out of my second story window into the bushes below, only slightly hurting myself and not actually accomplishing the mission, then we'll be back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific
Okay,
Standard
6
Time.
p.m. And make sure to, as we leave, make sure that you tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Very important for you to subscribe to the channel because that helps us continue to make this shit pop and get bigger and bigger. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me give it to you. And make sure you check us out on the podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So we will see you tomorrow. Wanted to make sure you know that. And we still believe this.
They do, man.
Absolutely. All right. We out.
Fuck the police.